All right, Junkie Nation, the guests keep coming by. Jared Gordon joining us here. I think you're going to hang out with Bilal and the gang, right? We kind of stole you there. How you doing, Jared?
Stole me away. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. I like that you rootless guys from back in the day still are tight. You came to our studio once with Paul Felder. I know you and Bilal, have been really cool and all that. Tell me, the gym, is it still going? Up in Milwaukee, what's going on? I know one of the pedestals moved to Vegas, so I just don't know what the latest is.
Well, I had left about, I think 4 years ago now, almost 4 years. So, I mean, Rufus Sport is obviously still there doing their thing. But my wife was living in Florida, so that was like the reason why I moved down there. Now I'm at Killcliff with Henry Hooft and Jason Stroud and Greg Jones, coaches there, and I love it. I love Florida. So,
is there a rivalry with ATT, like back in the day, or you guys everybody pretty cool? Can you gym hop back and forth?
No, I've never been to ATT, and I don't think there's really a rivalry anymore. It's not like it was back then when they fought each other on the Ultimate Fighter. But I see ATT guys, and everyone's friends, man. I don't think it's, I think at this point everybody knows it's a business,
Do ATT guys train with you guys?
No.
So there is a dividing line in that regard.
For sure. Yeah. There's no cross-training between our gyms.
Yeah. It's amazing the way that gym's grown. And, wow, I can't believe 4 years went by. I know Bilal is in the Middle East at times. He's in Chicago. So everybody kind of went their own way a little bit, it seems like.
Yeah, Bilal trains in Chicago full-time with Mike Valley Flow, who's Yair's coach. Trains that Chicago fight team as well. And yeah, he does go train with Khabib and their team every now and then.
Yeah.
But he's mostly based out of Chicago, and he's doing great, obviously.
So tell me something. I don't want to rain on a parade or nothing, but you just had an unfortunate string of luck in your last 3 fights. Different circumstances each time. A decision that a lot of people disagreed with. The collision of heads, I believe, and then the last one being a cancellation. What's your mindset now? Have you shaken them off? I feel like after the Santos fight, I was seeing some big days ahead of you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's been a really weird time for me, and it's all things that are out of my control. I thought I clearly won the Paddy fight. I was beating Bobby Green, and then I got headbutt, so no contest. And then I was supposed to fight Jim Miller, and I said some things in the interview that, led me to get pulled off the card. And I'm really bitter over it all, unfortunately. I can't shake it, to be honest. And I think getting back in the win column is the only way that I'll feel better.
Nothing's on the books yet, right?
Nothing on the books yet, no. It's been like, I don't know what's going on. I'm doing everything right, and I'm winning, but I'm still losing somehow. And it's like, it's not like I'm going out there and I'm getting my ass kicked, and I'm just getting outclassed. Then I could be like, all right, well, I guess I just suck, but that's not the case. So it's just been things that are completely out of my control, and I have to accept the things I can't change. But it's like the hardest thing for me to do, especially because obviously I make a living doing this, and I want to get further along in my career and climb the ladder. And in this last year, I haven't been able to do so. So it's really frustrating, and it hurts a lot. And I'm trying to deal with it to the best of my ability, but I've definitely had some really dark days in the last year. It's been rough for me.
I'm sorry to hear that. And I guess first things first, we asked about a possible next booking, and following up on what happened, are you clear to at least take a fight booking and like could they already pin you on a fight card somewhere?
Yeah, I've been cleared by the neurologist. The UFC knows, so I'm good to go, and I'm training. I'm in shape. I'm in great shape. I don't know what's going to come next and how long it's going to be. I just started sparring again since the Bobby Green fight last week. It's my first week back to sparring. But like my head, I feel good. My body feels great. I felt good in sparring. And I'm just waiting to hear what's next, I guess.
Jared, so how do you handle a situation like that? Because you're right. In those fights, you did a lot of good things, and there was a lot of momentum built up in that. For you, when you go back in the gym, is it a matter of just kind of maybe tweaking a couple things here, or do you feel like this whole process is clean slate, start over?
All right, so I mean, like the Patty fight, like maybe I could have done a little more. People were ragging on me for the last round of the fight because I was trying to take him down. Meanwhile, the only round the judges gave me in that fight was the last round. The first 2 rounds, we were on the feet the whole time striking. So if I won that last round, then I clearly won at least one of the 2 first rounds. So maybe I could have went for the finish more. I don't know. The Bobby Green fight, I was winning clearly, and then I got headbutt. So like, I mean, yeah, I'm always looking to get better and to tweak things, but as far as my performances go, I think that like I was doing the right things in both of those fights. So, but yeah, I'm always looking to get better, obviously, and I think I'm the best that I've ever been as a fighter. Technically, the way my body feels, I feel like I'm filling into a 155 a little more. So I don't know what to do. My only option really is to just accept everything and keep going forward. And that's all I ever done, and that's all I can do. Let God take the wheel and figure it out for me, because unfortunately, I've chosen to live in fear and in like self-pity, just the way the year has gone. And I don't have to live in that fear if I choose not to. So that's what I got to do. Just go forward and like I always did.
You mentioned dark days, and before we even started the interview, I was telling you about how some days where I have a dark day and I kind of read one of your messages and it just hits home. You're a very positive guy, an inspirational guy on social media. Who kind of lifts you up when you're having a bad day? Is there anybody in particular?
I look to my wife a lot. I look to my friends and my parents and my brother. My biggest thing for me is helping other people. Like, if I can help someone else, then it helps me. I feel better about myself. So, and God, I mean, at this point in my life, like, that's like that's my biggest thing. It's relying on a power greater than myself to keep me going. And that's all. That's really at some points, that's all I can do.
Jared, so if the UFC came back at you right now and said, all right, man, let's get you a fight, what are you thinking? What's in your mind? What would you tell them?
Man, I don't even know at this point, like, what happens. Like, they gave me a good name in Bobby Green after the Patty fight, and then that went the way it happened. I was beating him. If I got the W, I think I'm top 15. Obviously, I want to be in the top 15. That's the goal, right? Is to climb the ladder. I don't know if they're going to give me something like that, but at least give me someone on the cusp of that top 15 spot. So, I mean, I don't think I should be fighting guys behind me at this point. I think I should be fighting guys ahead of me. I have 13 UFC fights. I think that I deserve it. At least I feel like I deserve it. So, I don't know. I haven't thought about names. Because I just don't feel like I'm even in that position to be asking for certain things. So, it's been really, really weird and rough time for me, and I'm just trying to figure it out.
Well, we're sorry that you're going through that. Let's just end with this. You fought at a top 10, top 15 level in those fights that you had bad luck in. So remember that. You're there. Your abilities are there. It's just an unfortunate string of luck, bad luck, right? And obviously knowing your past, you've been open about it. You mentioned God. I'm a Christian as well. They say he doesn't put more in front of you that you can't handle, and you've obviously done that. So stay strong, brother.
Thank you, guys.
You're going to get a nice fight booking, and then those skills you've been showing us, you're going to put them on display, and I think a lot of great things are going to come your way, and not only this year, next year. So hang in there, and thank you as always for the time. It's always great to have you on the show. Like my brother said, you are very uplifting on social media, and the sport's better with you in it.
Appreciate
So
it.
hopefully you're a UFC guy for a long time.
Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.